Okay, I'll go ahead and get started. This is not going to be a very long presentation, but I thought it would be very helpful for students to kind of understand this tool that I'm going to go over. So I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Crystal Russell. I'm a professional advisor on the Oconee campus, and I'm here today to overview DegreeWorks. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. Okay, let me know if you can't see that, but I think we're solid here. I'm here today to overview DegreeWorks. DegreeWorks is what I like to call BannerWeb's best kept secret. And it's because it's right there on plain sight on your BannerWeb account, but not many students know what it is or how helpful it can be when you're kind of overviewing your program curriculum and registering for classes. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes sharing where DegreeWorks is, what it is, and all the little tips and tricks and tools that you can use. As I'm presenting, feel free to drop any questions that you have in the Q&A feature right here on the Zoom webinar. My colleague, Melissa Adams, who is the Academic Advising Coordinator of Oconee, is going to be in the chat to answer. All right, so we will jump on in. Okay, so as I was saying, DegreeWorks is found on the homepage of your BannerWeb account. And I actually had a student send me this screenshot. So it is a student account that you're seeing here. And I've highlighted right here where DegreeWorks is. It's the last item on the menu. If you click it, it'll open up a new page and it will showcase your program curriculum. So it's a digital plan of study. So you might have used before or seen us send you those PDFs where you manually go in and put in your credit. This is similar, but it's digital and it updates by itself. So you don't have to go in and actually manually add your grades or your classes that you're selecting. So this is what you will see first when you click DegreeWorks and it opens up in a new tab. I have blocked out any sensitive information and I have kind of taken screenshots from different student accounts to protect any confidential information. But some important things to note here. So you'll see your major is listed right here at the top. You'll also see your catalog year. And that's important because certain program curriculum requirements can change as you go through the catalog year. So that's important to note for when you do your what if analysis that we'll get into later. It'll also show any holds that you have listed out. So this student only has one hold for mandatory advising, and it'll have your advisor listed here as well. It'll have your GPA, that's your overall GPA. And then as you scroll down, so imagine my presentation, this is one continuous screen, but obviously to fit it in PowerPoint, I had to take snippets. So as you're going down, this is the next thing that you will see on your screen, the next block. I wanted to stop here for a second to showcase this section over here with the arrows. This is just a snapshot of where you are in your degree. So you can see the little green check marks. You've completed that area. The red circles mean that you still have items left to take in that section of the core. And then the blue half circle is showing that you're currently in progress with completing that area. I also want to point your attention up to the top right-hand corner where you see the little star. This shows unmet conditions for your degree. So just as a snapshot, it'll show 120 credits are required for the degree because this specific degree is a bachelor's level degree. You currently have 43, you need 77 more. It also just overviews residency requirements, upper division requirements. If you have questions about this little statement, please make sure to reach out to your advisor and be happy to go into bigger detail. But this is basically just kind of what you have left to complete your degree in a short little summary. As you scroll down the page, DegreeWorks breaks each course section out even further into the specific classes that are being used to satisfy those requirements. So you can see in Area A, Every student will have 2 Englishes and a math to take. This student is currently enrolled in English 1, so you can see it in progress there, but they will have to complete English 2 prior to finishing out Area A. You can also see down in Area A2, the math class has been completed, so they're good to go for that section. All right, so moving on down to Area B and C, and I won't go through each area, but I wanted to stop here to showcase what it looks like when you're have yet to complete a section that has multiple courses that you can select from. This is a really neat tool because if you click on, say, Sociology 1160, you may have no idea what that class is. If you click on the link for that class, it'll actually pop up a course description so that you can read a little bit more about what you may be getting into if you register for that class. And you can click on each one of them and it will show you a description about what the course entails. So you can make sure that that is appealing to you and that might be interesting. You can see this student still has 1 class left to take in Area B and 1 class left to take in Area C, but they're about halfway done with both sections. All right, so now we're kind of skipping over sections D, E, and F. So F would be your major requirements, and that's the section that's going to change the most when you change your major. And DegreeWorks will update once you officially change your major in the system. But all the way towards the bottom, you'll see the UNG institutional requirements and graduation requirements. The Regents reading requirement and writing requirement will check off once you've completed a term at UNG with those grades completed, or obviously once you've completed the classes. The rest of the 4 institutional requirements listed here are our legislative requirements. So there are 4 legislative requirements. And at UNG, you're able to complete or satisfy that requirement by just taking one of those classes listed. So US History 1, US History 2, or American Government. And you'll see that change once you've completed that class. I also want to draw your attention down to coursework not applied. This is a great double check when you register for classes that you can scroll all the way down and make sure none of the classes you just registered for this semester are listed in coursework not applied. Just to be completely transparent, coursework not applied means that it's not being applied to your degree program. So it's a class that you may or may not need. At least DegreeWorks doesn't feel that you need for your class. If you are pursuing something like a minor or a certificate program and it's not loaded into DegreeWorks, then the classes may appear here as well. So if you see a class here and you think it's something that you do need to take, please just verify with your academic advisor. But this is a good double check to make sure that, oh, I thought this art class would satisfy for fine arts, and then you register and scroll down and it's not listed in your fine arts, it's listed in coursework not applied, then you may want to double check what's going on there. Okay, so now we're scrolling all the way back up to the top. Right when you first opened DegreeWorks, remember you had your name and your holds and your advisor's name. If you look at this what if function that's right next to academic, it's highlighted in yellow. This is where you can kind of test out a new major without committing to changing your major all the way. If you click on this what if, it brings you to this screen. It's very important. You'll need to select catalog year. So that's where over here, we were saying your catalog year is listed. You want to select catalog year in order to populate the rest of this grayed out section. So you'll have to select this first, and then you'll be able to select the program that you want to run the what if for. You'll also potentially need to select this major if the program that you're looking at has multiple major options. So for example, like communication has those 3 different majors that you may be able to select. Also, if you're looking at concentrations like in interdisciplinary studies or concentrations in education, you would be able to select those here to pull even a deeper detail into the major. And then you would hit process and it will pull your current credit and apply it to this new program that you're looking at. You can see like where the credit you've taken will satisfy, if any credit does not satisfy, and kind of test out majors, like I said, without completely committing to changing it in the system. The other function of the what if is up here at the top. If you check this use current curriculum box, this allows you to put in classes that you're planning to register for to see where they would fall in your program curriculum and where they might satisfy in the core or in your major classes. So you would click the current curriculum box, it would pull this up and eliminate all of that other what if boxes, and then you could put in English 1102 or Art 1100, whichever classes you are looking to take, and add them here. You'll see them pop up down here, and then you would hit process, and it will bring you back to your academic audit, and it will show you where those classes will satisfy. It'll have a word instead of in progress, it'll say planned. So you'll be able to see those classes. Okay, so things to remember about DegreeWorks. These are very important because DegreeWorks is a new tool. It's not going to be 100% accurate all the time. It's relatively new to UNG. So we're constantly working to improve. We're constantly inputting in transfer credit from other universities and making sure like we put those in the correct places so DegreeWorks is accurate. But if you see something that looks incorrect, please reach out to your assigned advisor. The university system and the registrar is shifting to using DegreeWorks for graduation checks. And so it's important to make it correct. So please reach out to us if you see something that doesn't look right, or if you want clarification on something that you've seen on DegreeWorks. The other thing to remember is that it updates overnight. So if you register for classes and then immediately go to DegreeWorks, you're not going to see those classes listed. You're going to have to wait till the next day for DegreeWorks to update overnight in order to see the classes that you've registered for. For immediate confirmation of registration, I always direct students to their train guide, which is on BannerWeb as well, under the student tab, student records, and the top link is your train guide. This I like to have students use as a confirmation page because it'll populate immediately with what classes you registered for, and you can then check that the subject and the time and the campus and all of that looks correct. The last thing to remember is the what if does not submit a major change. So where we were playing around with different majors, it's just that. It's a way to test out majors, but it does not officially submit a major change. So if you are wanting to change your major, you will have to do that through the change your major link in Banner. Okay, I don't know if we've had any chats because I'm in presentation mode, but that's about all I had for you guys today. Let's see, I will stop sharing. And I'll give it just another second for any questions to come in. But thank you guys so much for joining our event today and letting me overview DegreeWorks. It can be a really helpful tool. I think it's a great kind of snapshot of where you stand and a good tool to use in planning course registration. Okay, if there are no questions, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thanks so much. Bye.